Okay, so this is a picture that I just generated in Claude AI. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that impossible to generate images in Claude AI? Well, you are correct, because right now there is no image model in Claude AI. That is very unfortunate, because Gemini and ChatGPT can easily create images for you, but not Claude AI. Fortunately, we have a tool in Claude AI called MCP, and we can utilize that to essentially borrow image models from other platforms, and that model can be operated or at least accessed via Claude AI. So we can generate images in Claude AI, and trust me, this is actually a lot easier than I thought. You don't have to be a developer or technical person just to be able to enjoy this image generation feature in Claude AI. So let me show you how you can set it up to generate images in Claude AI. First, let's open Claude AI, and I think this is very important. So I'm using the web version, but I cannot guarantee if this method is going to work on the desktop version. As far as I know, the setup is a bit different, but if you want to try it, then go for it. But right now, I can only guarantee that this method will work on the web version of Claude AI. Secondly, you have to subscribe to the paid version of Claude AI. If you're using the free version, unfortunately, the connector feature, which is the MCP feature, cannot be used or accessed at all. So you have to be in the Pro or Max plan in Claude AI. Now, let me just go back. After that, we have to connect to a platform called Hugging Face. So normally, if you want to connect Hugging Face, you can click this plus button, click Add Connectors, and then you can type Hugging Face. And then you can click this plus button to connect that with Hugging Face. Unfortunately, there is a new policy, and basically it is kind of preventing us from using the fullness of MCP to enjoy the image generation feature. But fortunately, we can always add our own MCP, and again, it is quite easy. So let me just close this. You can open Settings, and let's open Connectors. Down here, click Add Custom Connector. Let's call this one Hugging Face MCP. And for the remote MCP server URL, this is the URL that you can use. It is huggingface.co/mcp?login. Let me just copy it. And let's put that right here. So for the advanced settings, you can ignore them. Click Add. Just wait for it. And then you can click Connect. And it will ask you to let Claude access your Hugging Face account. So it goes without saying that you have to create a Hugging Face account, but don't worry, this is completely free. So after that, click Authorize and just wait for these two platforms to talk together, to connect, and then we can start utilizing the feature via Claude AI. Now, we're not done yet. We have to open Hugging Face because there is one setting that we need to change. So huggingface.co, click your profile, go to settings, and then let's scroll down a bit, click MCP, and then here you can add tools or MCP space that later can be utilized in Claude AI. So basically, to add an MCP, you can essentially just type MCP tools. That's the name of the provider, and then slash, and then you can type the image model. It could be Stable Diffusion, Flux, Z-Image, QuenImage, etc. So let's try using Flux 1 Korea Dev. This is actually a very good model that is able to generate high quality and non-AI-like image. So the goal of this model is actually generating a high quality image, but it doesn't look like AI. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back to Claude AI. And let's start a new chat. I guess I'm going to refresh the page one more time just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. Now, we can just start chatting with AI, with Claude AI to generate images. For example, with Korea, generate a picture of, and then you can describe the prompt. So this is the prompt that I'm going to use. Now you can click this plus button and just make sure that Hugging Face MCP is enabled. And after that, sorry about that, you can select the model. Now any model is totally fine. So let's just send a message. Basically, it will ask you to connect or to run this prompt via the Hugging Face space MCP. You can click allow once or always allow. So let me just click that button and just wait for the tool to be used by Claude AI. So it might take for a while, but it is basically running. It is generating images based on this setting. Now, of course, you can always specify other settings like the aspect ratio or dimension, the guidance scale, the number of steps, etc. So there are a lot of things that you can customize. Okay, perfect. I have generated a cinematic portrait, and then so this is the answer from Claude AI. But where is the image? Well, you have to open it. Let's scroll down a bit, and there you go. So this is the picture that was generated by Claude AI. So if you want to save this, you can right click and then save image, and if you want to preview it, you can right click and then open image in new tab, and you got a picture that was created in Claude AI. So it is as simple as that. Yeah, surprisingly, even though it says that it cannot create images, we can still get some workaround to generate images with the help of Hugging Face and some other open source AI models. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you can generate images in Claude AI. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.